doesn't give me the story with the outfit. Her hair is just a mess. I don't understand the gloves. Yeah, I like the...
Hey everyone, welcome back, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and watched all of the videos thus far on this channel reviewing the fashions and the episodes of Drag Race Philippines Season 2. We've got a new set of girls walking into the runway, and I cannot wait to see all of the shenanigans and all the drama and all the fashion. So let's get started! So this always happens. Before we actually get to the second episode of the grand opening premiere of Drag Race Philippines, let's get into the first 5 minutes. The girls from the first episode walks in, there's a lipstick message, it's really sad because Nicole Pardo has said goodbye to the competition, but there's a lot of chica happening in that little sofa, and one of them is from Captivating Cat Cat saying that maybe Arizona Brandy did not deserve her win, and then she even asked Miss Jade So what she thought about Arizona winning, and it came down to maybe accusing Arizona for being a little sip-sip, which is essentially an ass kisser to Jiggly, so maybe that added a little points to the system. But regardless, I love this season thus far. I know we've only seen one episode so far, but I am so excited for the chica, the chachiboreche, the drama, the competitiveness of the girls, and just the entire roller coaster ride of emotions. So, with that being said, let's finally get into the actual second part of the grand opening. So here we go. Okay, so we're finally digging right into the episode, and 6 queens walk in, starting with Miss Dee Marie Holiday, all the way from San Francisco, California. And she's looking beautiful in her little gown with her little horn, saying that she's horny. And then up next, we have Astrid Mercury from Mandaluyong City. I know I said I'm only gonna talk about the entrance outfit, a very small part of this video because I want to get to the entire episode, obviously. And we have a very special guest today helping me with the fashions on the runway for this episode for Pakak or Lagapak, and you're gonna see her just momentarily. But let's get back to the entrance, and Astrid Mercury looking quite amazing in this baby blue getup. She looks so beautiful. I love the ruffles, I love the volume, I love the catsuit, I love the details, I love the hair, and she looks spectacular. And up next we have Miss Hannah Beshi looking quite gorgeous with her like little mullet X like pointed bang look, and that really like rock and roll alternative look that she's rocking with the thigh-high boots. And she comes in with this like little radio thing, and then she puts it on the ground, steps on it, and it just collapses. She needed something harder so she could really stand on it and like put power into her stance, but instead it just like went oh, oh. And then we have Verushka Levels coming all the way from Hong Kong, looking quite beautiful in her little golden black outfit, which I really actually quite enjoyed, with the little applique moments that she had in her arms, which also were on her dresses, so I love the consistency of that. And then we have Miss Little Bernie walking in, looking quite spectacular. I really love the tinsel hair. I love the instep of the shoe is very cunt. I love this outfit. It's very futuristic, but also very modern, and it's really like warrior girl, and I love it because she is also a trans woman competing in this season of Drag Race Philippines, so that's super amazing for trans representation on this season. And finally, last but not least, we have OV Cunt, who you guys know when I get super excited, but this entrance look is so fierce. Like, it has every element of things that I love. It has dimension, it has point of view, it's got style, it's got power, and I just love this headpiece and the pointed hair. I'm already really excited, and we're only 10 minutes into the episode, so let's see what other shenanigans happen. So, mini challenge time, and last week they played with a tarantula. This week, they're playing with a snake, and I literally cannot even tell you how uncomfortable that was to watch because I'm literally so afraid of snakes. Like, we were actually watching this last night at the bar and everyone was just squealing, screaming, and we were all like, OV cunt. We literally all acted like she was acting in this mini challenge because a snake? No ma'am. So the winner of the mini challenge is Verushka Levels, and they all look and performed beautifully. So the maxi challenge is the same. It is Boogsh, I'm Gorgeous, which is the girl group challenge, which I already keep telling you all, I love the girl group challenges. But let's get down into the recording session, and some of them are really nervous, and I can completely understand why you would be, especially if you're not a singer. And when you get so nervous like that, like everything just sort of shuts down and you can't fully deliver. I guess I'm speaking from experience at this point. So with that comes challenges, obviously. So we're just gonna have to wait until we see the final product on the main stage. But for now, choreography, because every Filipino is a dancer. Well, in this case, Verushka is it. So she's having a little bit of a hard time picking up the choreography that Bernie is serving, but is it gonna affect her in the final products? So let's see how they actually do. Okay, seryoso na. I just finished watching the performance of Boogsh, I'm Gorgeous by Bunga. And I'm so sorry, girls. It was a mess. It was really entertaining to watch because I just couldn't really focus on anybody in particular because everyone was doing their own things. And maybe there was like 10 seconds of actual togetherness. But besides that, it wasn't always super consistent. They were all wearing blue, but it also was all over the place. But let's talk about some of the highlights. Okay, let's talk about some of the highlights. You guys, you're probably thinking I'm being very shady, but I'm just like overwhelmed. I'm very overwhelmed with what I just watched. And I don't know if you feel the same way as I do, comment below. But yeah, it was a lot. But I did love Ovi Cunt, very powerful and strong entrance. I really enjoyed Didi Marie Holiday. She was very clean, very precise. She looked beautiful. I love the fringe outfit. You know, I really did enjoy Bernie. She was giving me a lot of energy, a lot of performance, and a lot to be excited about. And of course, the other girls were a little bit more challenged in this challenge, but they did try their best. But it just made for a very confusing group number. And now we are at my favorite part, which is the runway for this episode, and category is Fringe with Benefits. Ooh. And before we get right into the looks, I have a very special guest all the way from season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race, the Puerto Rican princess goddess. She finally made the move to Los Angeles, and she and I has become very good friends, and I'm so glad she is here. Please welcome my very special guest, April Carrion. Hi, April!
Hola, Dinah. Hi. Hola, everybody.
Cannot believe that she walked in here all beautiful and all gorgeous, putting me to shame.
Claro que no. Thank you for having me on, Dinah.
Oh my
Gracias.
God. Thank you so much. So, what have you been up to?
But mira, just working a whole lot, just working all over Southern California. I was just having fun. Getting still used to like LA life, but I still love it. Y que más, just enjoying life.
Yeah.
And like I recently did Binge Queens with Mexico. Just, you know, judging the girls from Mexico, just talking smack about it. Yeah, it's just been fun.
And I feel like when you talk shit in Spanish, it's even more emotional, I guess.
Yes,
so
seriously.
I always love clips of like telenovela, and I'm just like, I wish I knew Spanish.
Oh, it's just so much richer, and like I feel in Spanish you can express so much more.
Yeah, overdue that you need to be on All Stars, obviously. So if it's not US All Stars, we would love to see you on Versus the World, UK, Canada. I don't know, Asia, España, just do all of it, right?
I just live for this because I feel like we're in a Marvel universe and everything is just kind of united. And I feel like it's coming together from all over the world and just, you know, having this gay alternate universe, and I live for it.
One of my favorite things that you walked down in the runway was the umbrella.
Yes.
That's iconic.
Yes. I love that.
And then your entrance look, was it like Boy Scout? No.
No, it was kind of like I flown in from Puerto Rico in a parachute. So I just came from the army and just like ready for battle, you know? That was like my whole kind of jig into it. I like that. Even though like a lot of people didn't like it because it was just like my boy hair and like...
I know, it was great.
Whatever. I fucking stand by it and I love it. I live for it still, so.
Alright, we're gonna go right into it. So here we go. And the category is Fringe with Benefits.
Okay, cute.
So the play on words is like friends with benefits. Do you have any friends with benefits?
No, I actually don't. Like, I wish I did. My brother, we talk about this a lot. He has, like in Chicago, he has his friends with benefits, and in Puerto Rico, he has, and I'm like, bitch, why can't I do that? I don't know.
Wait, is your brother also homosexual?
Yeah, my two older brothers are also gay, yes.
I love a family of homosexuals.
Yes, we are a fucking queer family, yes, yes, yes.
First up, we have Astrid Mercury wearing a black fringe ready to wear, inspired by rags and maybe Black Swan. What do you think?
She said it was couture though. I don't know about that. But she should have worn other like color undergarments so you could see that hand weaving better. I don't know. I just feel like it's all tangled. It's not placed really pretty. Her makeup doesn't give me the story with the outfit. Her hair is just a mess. I don't understand the gloves. Yeah, I like the... I don't know, like I like the dress, I like what she was going for, like a different take on Fringe that's not a little bit, it's a little bit more deconstructed, but she didn't pull it off as well as she should have. I
don't really know the connection between the inspiration, which is like the wash rags that she was saying. Maybe that is seen with the bodice of the dress, being that it was like woven into these shapes that look like you might wash something with it. The fringe, like you said, it's knotted in different places. It's not really as fringy and or flowy.
Yeah.
And then she's doing like Black Swan, which then I'm completely lost as to like what the tie-in is. Yeah. And I don't know much about hair, obviously, but I don't know about this hair.
No. It seemed like she just put it in a little bun while she like worked on her outfit or got ready, you know, kind of that, just, I don't know. But even like the fringe here, it would have been like better if she just like loop it around her arm so you can kind of see it.
Oh yeah, like here.
Just like right here, you know, just draped it around. I don't know, but yeah, I don't, no, sorry, ma.
So, is this pakak or lagapak?
Lagapa, like this is the epitome of lagapa. It's just a whole mess.
Unfortunately, it is also a lagapak for me, Miss Astrid Mercury.
Sorry. So now we're watching Didi Marie Holiday.
Didi Marie Holiday.
What do you think about this?
So, there's a lot of inspiration. She talked about wanting to be a fairy.
A fairy.
And then she talked about wanting to be a queen who ate the good apple. She said that.
Yeah.
And then she also is inspired by our parole, which is essentially a festival lantern that people bring out during Christmas holiday.
Okay, cute.
And it lights up and it's really intricate and really pretty, which is what the design is on the back of her cape. So I don't necessarily love this. There's a lot of fringe, and I think that it is cohesive enough. It's clean. She looks beautiful. I love her hair. The fringe is extensive. There's volume to it, which I really appreciate because I hate stingy fringe. I do love the intricate design of the cape. And but from a fashion point of view, I'm not sure that it's that strong to say that it's fashionable. Maybe it's costumey, more campy.
Oh yeah.
I don't like whatever this is. I don't know what this is.
That's just like like a fence or something.
I think separately these things might be beautiful
See.
as a stand alone, but I don't think that that cape and the fringes together. I'm very confused by it, but I also don't know if it's fashionable enough for me to say that it has that strong of a point of view. But what do you think?
I think it's just a cool drag queen look. You know, it's a very drag queen 101. Kind of like Nina West. Very campy, very cartoonish. She's got a lot of inspirations, but for me, she's just like a tooth fairy. You know, she really looks like a tooth fairy. Y como que, I'm not mad at it. There's nothing wrong with it. She looks very good. I like the fringe, how it moves. The cape is really nice as well. It's not fashion forward. It's just like campy. It's just a caricature, which I like, and it worked for her. Como que she's got a beautiful smile.
She does. So, she really does.
That's why she's the queen fairy.
Yes.
Tooth fairy stuff.
So for you, is this a pakak or lagapak?
It's just like lagapak, but not like a strong one. You know, just like
so
right
like
in the middle.
Soft lagapak.
Yeah.
But for me, it is also a soft lagapak, unfortunately.
But she looks clean.
Yeah!
That's really important, and she looks precise. Como que everything looks good and put together, but it's just nothing amazing.
Up next, we have Miss Bernie in this Victoria's Secret Fantasy Fringe. What do you think?
I like it. I honestly like it. I think she took fringe and took it everything. And she kind of reminds me at first glance of those car wash.
Yes, okay.
If you want to go through it.
The car wash.
Yes. But she looks really good. I think como que her, I don't know, her whatever the wings are, they're really well constructed because the fringe didn't come in her way or anything like that. And I love the tinsel in her hair as well. Just like it ties everything together. Like it's gone to like an overload of fringe, and that's what makes it really good for me.
I love this look. She said she was inspired by Victoria's Secret. She's also inspired by parties, and there's definitely like this joyous, momentous feeling when you are seeing this come down the runway, which I think is really, really incredible. And the only thing that I don't love is her shoes. I think that the boot covers could have gone all the way down and it would have been more cohesive.
I can see that.
But I do love the tinsel in the hair that really goes well with the entirety of the outfit. And I love the volume of it. It's so Maximus.
And the way it moves, because the fringe, the funnest thing is the movement and the way she walks with it. I think it's just like great movement. She did an amazing job.
So is this a pakak or lagapak?
This is a pakak for sure.
This is a pakak for sure for Miss Bernie.
Yes,
does it sound like it's a chicken? Like a pakak?
Yes, it does. Yes, bitch. Yes.
Before you introduce the next bitch, say hello to my dog Monster.
Hola, Monster. Say hola, everybody.
He's just been hanging out with April and he's just living his best life on her lap. So we're gonna have him as part of the rest of the video.
Yes, he's gonna judge with us.
Exactly.
Up next is Hannah Beji.
No, Beshi.
Hannah Beji.
No, Beshi.
Beshi.
There we go. Hannah Beshi.
Hannah Beshi.
So she said that this was a collective effort with all of her friends and her family that put this outfit together. It's inspired by the cup and noodle.
Yeah.
And I see that that's the inspiration for the fringe, which I thought was really smart, clever, very campy. I liked that it was a different take on fringe and there was like a full story. The one thing that I didn't love about it is like she has like these pants on that I'm not sure is supposed to be skin because it's different color as her disc skin.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's her tights because you know sometimes those shit don't match.
See, I guess some of the girls like this came really like famous when Beyonce did it, you know, as her like her.
Oh, like the shiny.
Yeah, but that thing, I think that works as your skin if you put like a fishnet on top of it, so you can mute it out a little bit. It is kind of distracting a little bit, yeah, and you can't really see a panty. Like it just seems like a legging to work out or something.
Yeah, but what do you think of the fringe?
I love concept-wise, I think it has been my favorite because it's something kooky, it's something that I didn't expect, and like she made it work. I love the idea. However, I don't like that parts of it came out of it. I mean, I guess she's a cup of noodles, so
yeah, so it would come off anyway.
I guess, yeah, like vegetables. I didn't like the hair like you could have seen her hair, her non-drag hair. She should have put like a wig cap and like, cause it's so dark, you can kind of see the shadow. Just a little bit more cleanliness in the bodice, but concept-wise, I love it so much. I didn't like the boots where like one was standing up, the other one wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hate that she was carrying the cup.
But it would be cool if it like stood alone and then the fringe was kind of like a layer over her face, right? Like kind of like, instead of it like being held, sort of like Raja's look when she was Carrie. Yeah. So is it a pakak or a lagapak?
Pakak.
Pakak. For Miss Hannah Beshi.
Yes.
Up next we have O.V. Cunt wearing a fringe look inspired by a tree from her roots. And also because she's a spooky queen.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like the concept. I think it's a new take on fringe. I think it's interesting. It kind of reminds me of that the Tree of Life in Avatar.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. I love the pink fringe. I like the darkness of it, but I think her hair would have been really cool if she would have incorporated those branches as well, and her hair like kind of up like that, so you can kind of see her face even if she wanted to do spooky, but like it would have been like more regal. But I do like it. I think it's interesting, a cool take on fringe.
Yeah.
How about you?
I agree. I think that she is so conceptualized, and I think that her being a spooky queen as she identifies is really cool because it gives another dimension into Drag Race. It's not always about pretty and glamour and sometimes bald, spooky.
Seriously.
But I do love that she took it to a place where maybe not very many people would think about. It is really cool. There's like emotions when I'm seeing it walk down the runway. I do agree with you. I wish that the pink was incorporated into the hair, but maybe the pink represents like the leaves from the branches and she's like the trunk.
Or like even, it didn't have to like be incorporated the pink in it, but like her hair could have
like,
been black. But it could have been
like,
yeah,
I totally get what you're saying.
Face. But I still love it como que what she presented.
So it's a pakak for me?
Pakak for me as well, yes. Yes. Now we have Verushka Levels.
Verushka Levels.
Yes, and she's inspired by a carnival, she said, right?
Yeah, like a carnival tent or like carnival in general. Because she has like the tent, she has the carousel. And there's actually a controversy with this that the judges were saying. Mama Pao, who's the main judge, she said that she's seen this before on an international stage, and somebody from the pageant world wore it for Miss International Philippines.
Oh, really?
And so
this exact costume.
Yeah, I'm guessing then that this is actually borrowed from that designer for her to wear here for Fringe with Benefits. But she said she bought
the silk.
The silks.
Yeah.
So what's the story, Verushka?
Okay, I don't know if this costume should be passed around as many times as it says, you know, como because it's not that amazing. I mean, I think it's really cool. I love the cape. I love the cape. But I think in the front, the skirt kind of like...
matronly, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be shorter or longer?
Or longer. Something in between. The waist is not wasting.
I said the same thing! I thought it needed to be cinched.
But I think it's still a really strong look, though. I really do enjoy it. I think it's whimsical. I think it's another take on Fringe as well. I think it's creative. And she looks beautiful. I like it.
I actually enjoyed this coming down the runway, but it was hard not to notice the little imperfections of it. But I do agree with Mama Pao, like, if it was already seen on an international stage, don't wear it to another big international stage.
Or wear something differently, you know?
So, is this a pakak or a lagapak?
I think it's a pakak.
Yeah, it is a pakak. Despite all of what we've said, because we've said too many things, it's still a pakak from Miss Verushka.
And it still looks luxury.
It does.
The materials are very luxurious.
Yeah, she bought the silk.
She bought it.
Well, that's it for this episode of Pakak or Lagapak, and I want to say thank you to my very special guest, April Carrion.
Gracias. Thank you so much for having me.
How many years have I known you? I kept saying your name wrong until, like, a year ago? Because I, like...
And you can roll your
Carrion.
And you can roll your You don't have it.
We're Filipinos. Carrion.
Carrion.
Where can we find you?
Everywhere at April Carrion, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere.
And the corner of Hollywood Highlands
Yes.
on Fridays and Saturdays
Yes.
from 11:30 to 1 a.m.
You see me? Holla. Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, we're gonna move on to the next segment of this video. But again, thank you to this gorgeous beauty.
Gracias, gracias, gracias. Thank you, monster.
The judging has happened, and I'm pretty much in line with what the judges were saying when I was saying it earlier in this video. They all got what I think was the correct criticism for the performance in the girl group, and I actually love that Carrion said something about Bernie being the mega star of this girl group and the rest of them just being the backup dancers, because she's the one for me that really stood out the most. And while I applaud every single one of them as a competition, obviously there's always going to be the one winner and the one who's going home. We're not quite there yet though. Now we have a very possible question of So Scandalous of Mama Pao. Exact same question that she asked on the first episode, on the first part. And who should go home tonight and why? And I just feel so much for Astrid because I know what it feels like to be beaten down, to want to say yourself. To tell the judges that you choose yourself to be the weakest person and that you should go home because of all of the negative criticism that you've been getting this entire episode. I know exactly how that feels, and it broke my heart because that's not a feeling that I would want anybody else to feel. It makes your soul and your heart hurt because you do so much to want to be in this competition, but then you are your own worst enemy and you are your own worst critic. It really affects you in a way where you really do want to give up, and you feel yourself a little less worthy, and you feel yourself not wanting to continue the competition. And watching this just literally broke my heart. So I want to send the biggest love to Astrid, and I hope that you're out there killing it after being on Drag Race Philippines Season 2, because that in itself is a huge achievement. So please make sure you give yourself all of the cheers that you truly deserve. But despite Astrid Mercury throwing herself under the bus, everyone else actually said Verushka levels. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear about it, so make sure you comment below and let me know. Sadly, the bottom two is Hannah Beshi and Astrid Mercury. And ultimately and sadly, Astrid Mercury has to sashay away from this competition, and her exit is just so sad. I can feel all of the sadness, the emotion, the regret, and just the disappointment, and I know exactly how that feels. So I really do want to send a big love to Astrid, and please make sure everybody go support her, go follow her Instagram, and make sure you go comment some lovely things because she deserves it. But I'm having such a good time recording these episode recaps for you. So thank you so much, everybody, for always tuning in. And thank you so much for all of your love, your support. And make sure, if you haven't already, subscribed, watch my other videos, and tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, and your enemies will take their viewerships too. And of course, mabuhay and salamat, and always remember to celebrate your life because life is a celebration. Thanks for watching this review recap episode, and make sure you come back to my low season 1 budget review recaps every week for Drag Race Philippines Season 2. Until next time, bye!